videos on, come on over to your mat. And we'll start, as always, heels under your knees. Have a look down at where your feet are. Check that your feet are sort of pointing forwards equally, same direction. Arches are nice and light. Toes are stretched out, belly button's in, knees are a bit soft, and we're going to slowly peel down, reach to your toes. And hands are heavy, head is heavy. Really lengthen out through your spine. Take your time for the first one and just melt down to the ground. Feel like you can pause anytime it's catching or feel like you want to hold it for a bit longer. And then we'll slowly tuck your tailbone and come all the way back up to standing. Shoulders back, chest is open. And we'll go again. Slowly peeling down, scoop everything in. Knees are soft, hands are heavy, head is heavy. When you get down as far as you can go comfortably without sort of overdoing it, we're going to grab your elbows and we'll sway side to side. Just lengthen out through the waist. Just breathe with it. So really breathing into one side, breathe out to center, breathe into the other side. Just feel like as you're working side to side, you're slowly getting a bit closer to the ground. And we'll come back to the center, let go of your elbows and come all the way back up to standing. Shoulders back, chest is open. And let's drop down onto the mat. We're going to use, I think we'll use the ball and the ring today. I'll use the ring quite a bit. We'll throw the ball between your knees. And we're going to go into bridge. So you can have your hands next to the sides. We're going to squeeze the ball nice and tight and then slowly peel up one vertebra at a time. So I'm breathing in to float up and breathing out to float back down. Use this one. It's a controlled bridge, but you're just checking in with your back. See what's grabbing your attention, what spaces are feeling tight or not, or overly stretched out or wobbly, whatever it is. And now we're going to start to go a bit slower and stronger with this. We're keeping the bridge going, but just give it time through those spaces that need the extra little slowdown. And you're engaging the top as you're rolling down, so you're squeezing down, your sternum sliding down, your ribs are down, belly button's down. And as you're peeling up, you're squeezing your bum, pushing your knees away, all the way up to the top. And we'll do one more, and we're going to stay up at this one. So go all the way up to the top. Keep the ball nice and stable, and we'll take your hips straight to one side, straight to the other side, back to center, roll down a centimeter. So it's not a huge roll down, and just focus that side to side. I've got my arms in just a really passive, sort of open palm position. As you're working side to side and rolling down that bit, just kind of stay in the places that are feeling like they're really needing this. Just go, if you finish, you can go back to the section that feels like it needs to have a bit more attention. Just keep breathing with it. And when you get all the way down to the bottom, we're going to throw the ball off to the side. We'll keep it near, we'll probably use it again later. And we're going to go back up to your bridge. So you've got your heels under your knees. We're going to go into a little marching bridge. So I'm going to float one leg up into tabletop. My foot's in neutral, so it's not pointed, not flexed, it's just kind of floating. And then we'll change to the next leg. Now, as you're easing into this, you might notice that your body's kind of wobbling side to side, not feeling very stable. Just keep the march going and see if as we're working, you can start kind of engaging the muscles, those stabilizing muscles a little bit more. So you're squeezing your tummy a bit stronger, your shoulders are a bit stronger, sort of peeling down away from your ears. And just breathing in to lift, out to change. Now we're going to stay up on this next one. Hold that leg up, and we're going to drop your hips down, squeeze back up. We'll do 10. So floating down and squeeze up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up at the top. Let's stay on this leg. Now the leg that's in tabletop, we're going to tap it down and pull it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change to the other leg. Bring that leg into tabletop, and we'll drop down and squeeze up. 10 again. Think of this being led with the breath, so the out breath to float down, the in breath to squeeze up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up at the top. Take that leg from tabletop, tap to the floor, and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop all the way down. Roll down from that. Pull your knees into your chest. We'll rock little circles on your back. And then let's grab the ring. We're going to sort of zip through everything, and then we'll do some stretches at the end. I'm going to bring my legs up into tabletop. I have the ring, I have the pad on my right knee, and then my right hand on the other pad. But the other leg's in tabletop and the other hand's sort of floating. So I've just got the ring between one side. I'm going to have you just squeeze the ring and then relax. So while you're squeezing the ring, you're squeezing down the side. So you're using like your core to squeeze the ring. So we're going to breathe out, squeeze, and breathe in to come out of the squeeze. It's a pretty intense, strong move. Visually, it doesn't look like too much is happening, but internally it is intense. As you're squeezing the ring, you're trying to tense your tummy as strong as you can, and then relax. If this feels challenging enough for you, you're welcome just to keep doing this. If you want, you can squeeze, hold that squeeze, and then stretch the other side out, long stretch, and then come back in to relax. We'll do 10 like that, or keep going with whatever works. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And we'll change the ring to the other side. So you've got that pad on the top of your knee, and the arm is on the other pad, and then back into tabletop. So we'll stay in the center to start. We'll do 10 in the center, and then we'll do 10 with a stretch. So we're going to squeeze all of that core strength, push your back really, really heavy, and relax. So nothing is visually very exciting with this, but super intense, super internal. Make your tummy as strong as you can. And the out breath to squeeze and push, and the in breath to relax. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll add the stretch if you did on the first side, And we'll squeeze, stretch out nice and long, keep your back connected, and then back into relax. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Let's grab the ring, throw it between your knees. I'm going to have my heels kind of pointed in, my toes are turning out. Arms are just sort of neutral to start. With the neutral arms, you've got your shoulders melting down, shoulder blades are melting down, so you're still engaged, everything's pulling down, but you're not sort of pulled up, everything's open and relaxed. We're going to squeeze the ring really, really, really tight, and then relax. And again, squeeze the ring and relax. So that's all we're doing, but I want you to think about engaging. So the inner thighs are obviously working, you're pulling everything up and in. So as you're squeezing the ring, you're pushing your lower back even heavier down to the ground. And with your legs, like when we're doing work with our arms and shoulders, I tell you to be a bit more gentle. With your legs, you can really go for this. Unless you're hypermobile. If you're hypermobile, be a bit more gentle. But if you're not, you can really squeeze the ring. But think of it as like a slow squeeze and then a slow relax. Make sure you're not jumping too quickly. So when you keep the squeeze going, we're going to bring your legs up into tabletop. Now instead of having my legs or my feet kind of just floating, I'm just going to tap my toes together and then squeeze the ring again. Remember that your back connection is really, really important here. So with the ring squeezing, you're pushing your lower back really heavy. By the way, we're doing a lot of stomach work today. Don't know if you noticed. It's kind of the focus for the day. See if you can keep the ring squeezing, but you're going to start squeezing your ribs down. Now we're going to add another level to it. If it ever feels like it's too much, just sort of stay at the level that works for you. So we're going to squeeze the ring, keep your toes pinched together, and then slowly lift your tailbone up a tiny, tiny bit, and then back down, relax. So squeeze, peel up, and relax. And with that peel up, make sure that you're not pulling in. So it's not about bringing the ring to your chest. In theory, it's about like bringing the ring up and over your head. So you're really trying to pull up and past. So the hip flexors aren't working at all. If it feels like it's too much, make it a bit smaller. Remember with Pilates, small isn't always easier. Small is just more focused. Now we're going to start making a V shape. So instead of just the up and down, you're going to squeeze the ring, pull it up to the right, and then relax. Squeeze the ring, pull it up to the left, and relax. We'll do 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll take the ring and we're going to throw it between your ankles now. Legs are still in tabletop. Your legs might start to feel like really quivery and shaky. We're just going to do one more and then we'll have a little stretch. I'm going to flex my feet, pull your toes right up to the ceiling, squeeze the ring, and relax. You're not going to be able to squeeze it very hard, especially after all the work we've just done. So we're going to squeeze as much as you can comfortably and relax. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. drop it down. Don't get rid of it yet. We're still going. We're just taking a second, give it a little move around, loosen things up, and then back up. So I still have the ring in between sort of my ankles, middle space, that space there. Manageable. Feet are flexed. You're going to squeeze the ring and push the ring out really strong and long. Remember that your back being connected is the priority. And then bend, pull them back in. And stretch. And pull. Now you can think about how this feels for you, because there's not really a right answer. It's sort of the right way for each person. You can pull your knees in really close, see how that feels, and then stretch, or you can just pull them back into tabletop. So just see what feels kind of right. If you feel like pulling your legs in is sort of squashing the hip flexors, just keep them in tabletop. We'll do 2 more. And we're going to stretch out and hold. Bring your legs straight up to the ceiling. Nice and strong. And we're going to do a little tiny lift up and down. Keep those feet flexed. Keep the squeeze on the ring. Little tailbone lift. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Remember, small is better. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's grab the ring. Not done with it yet. Take your legs, put it through the center of the ring. So the pads are sort of on the opposite side, same area, but it's the opposite side of your feet. We're going to point your toes this time. Push the ring apart and stretch them out. And pull them back in. And push the ring, push your legs out, and pull. Remember, the back connection is priority. Think of really long, strong, straight legs. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take them up to the ceiling, and this time you're going to draw a circle. Keep those legs strong and straight. We'll do 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop your legs down. Whew. You can get rid of the ring if you are done with it. If you're not, keep a push out on it. Get those legs still working. We're going to bring your left hand behind your head and your right hand up over your head. If this arm position doesn't serve you, just keep your hands behind your head. So one arm is up, one arm is supporting the head, and we're going to curl up. Excellent. Take this hand that's reaching towards your ankle, and we're going to swing it up and down. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change to the other hand. And stretch. 10, 9. Push your back really heavy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands behind your head. My favorite twist. Have your elbows open. Crunch up. And let's twist to one side. Twist to the other side. Push the ring out if you're still using the ring with your legs. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down. Let's grab the ring, and we're going to go into a quick leg stretch. Take the pad and throw it over the ball of your foot so your toes are peeking out the top. I like to have my palms facing towards me. You're going to stretch your leg out, pull your toes down, and then if you know the ones that work for you, you're welcome to just kind of stretch around and move around in the space. I'll give you options. I'm just softening and straightening my knee out as I'm pulling my toes down. I'm going to turn my toes open to the right, close to the left, so just sort of side to side. Whenever you hit, if you just constantly move around in your stretches, whenever you hit a space that is going, oh my God, this is intense, just hold there and try to do little like micro movements in that space. And remember to breathe. I'm going to take the ring, I'm going to pull it right down into my chest. My foot is still flat up to the ceiling, so I could set like a glass of water on my foot and not spill it. And I'm going to stretch my leg out. Don't lose that grip on the ring, and then soften. So I'm not actually able to stretch my leg all that much. It's just really grabbing that hamstring. This whole leg stretch series, I don't spend crazy amounts of time in it because we're limited with our 30 minutes, but you're welcome to do this when you've got more time and really kind of go into the stretches a lot longer than I do. I'm going to stretch your leg all the way out, take the ring in the same side hand, turn your toes open, so you're looking down to the arch of your foot. You're going to pull them up that same side shoulder. So I'm not going completely off to the side, I'm just turning open and then pulling up. So now we're grabbing that inside, sort of around the inside of your knee, and then working back down into hamstring still. And you can kind of move around, bigger movements, smaller movements. Just hold it wherever it's feeling like it needs to stretch. When you go across, take the ring into your opposite hand, turn your toes across, and you'll notice this hip is going to want to start to lift up and like crunch, really shorten in your waist. Push that hip down and away. Once it's pushing away, then push it down through the floor. And then pull your toes up to your opposite shoulder. And you'll feel a super intense stretch all on the side. You might even feel like a bit of a nervy stretch, like quite tingly pins and needles going all the way into your foot. This stretch is really good if you have sciatic pain. Just breathe into it. Remember to keep that hip pushed away. And we'll go to the other leg. And do it all again. So again, you've got the ring over the ball of your foot, so your toes are peeking out over the top. Pull your toes down. You can soften, straighten, turn to the side, turn to the other side. Just constantly making little adjustments. But then once you use those adjustments and find the space that needs to stretch, then do little sort of micro adjustments in that space. And remember to breathe. So now when you're ready, you can bend your knee, bring your leg right in close to your chest. Remember to keep your foot flat up to the ceiling. Pull the ring in really close and then try to straighten your leg out, but without losing that connection with the ring. Whenever I do this one, I always get like a really big earthquake shake through my leg. It's quite an intense hamstring stretch. And now we'll straighten your leg all the way out. Keep your toes pulled down. Take the ring into your same side hand. Turn your toes open. And we're looking to the arch of your foot and pull your toes up to that same side shoulder. And again, you can do the micro adjustments in there, or you can just hold wherever it feels needed. And then when you're ready, we're going to go across your body. So take the ring into the opposite hand, push your hip down and away, and then pull your toes up and across your body. And then just move around in this space. You'll probably notice quite a big difference from the left leg to the right leg. Just treat each leg as it needs it. You know, try not to recreate each stretch on both sides, but just do the stretch that each leg needs. Let's come out of that. Throw the ring down. We're going to have your palms open and go into a nice little passive, gentle twist. Don't get too comfortable. We're going into plank in a second. Have your knees heavy to one side and just gently look over your shoulder. When you're ready to take this a bit bigger, you can take that top knee, pull it across your body and even up to your chest, and that will stretch out that lower back, top of your bum. And as your body sort of adjusts into this stretch, you can keep pushing it a little bit deeper. You can feel like that shoulder gets a little bit heavier. You can pull your knee a bit further away. But just ease into your twist, especially if you're having lower back pain. We're going to come out of that and we'll go to the other side. So again, start really passive with it. Just let your knees fall to the side. And then once your body's adjusted, then you can push it a little bit further. You can let your shoulder feel heavier. You can bring that top knee a little bit further forwards, even up to your chest. But just melt into it. And we'll come out of that, come all the way up to sitting. And we're going to go into your plank for 3-ish minutes. Come all the way up. I'm going to let you choose which plank you want to do. You can go onto your hands or you can go onto your forearms, whichever works, or your knees or your toes. If you're on your hands, you can have your feet out behind you. Tuck your tailbone strong through your shoulders. If you are on your forearms, and have your elbows, I like to squeeze my hands together, tuck your tailbone strong through your shoulders, pull your belly button in. If you really want to work, you can combine the two. So you can go from forearms, push yourself up into hands, and then back down to forearms. Lots of options to torture yourself, so find what works. And just breathe with it. See if you can stabilize through your whole body. Make sure that you're sort of squeezing your bum, squeezing the legs, strong, strong, strong through your tummy. Excellent. Everybody go up onto your hands. Perfect. I'm just going to have you stay strong through your shoulders. Roll your heels to one side, just a little twist in that torso. And then roll your heels to the other side. And back to the first side. Little twisty thing to finish off. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into center. We're going to walk your hands all the way back to your toes. And come all the way up to standing. Shoulders back, chest is open. Take a deep breath in and peel down, reach to your toes. Hands are heavy, head is heavy. Breathing in all the way back up. Roll your shoulders back, and you guys are done. Excellent work. Nice to see you guys.